Hello wrestling fans, welcome to another episode of 360 Wrestling Fanatic for Sunday, December 5th, 2021. As always, I am your host Lance Brock, and thank you for tuning in to this episode. I'm going to talk about a couple shows from last night, AAA's Triplemania, and the NWA Hard Times 2 pay-per-view, which took place last night as well. Also, going to talk a little news and everything else going on in the world of pro wrestling. But before we start off with that, I just want to make a quick reminder like I usually do this time of year. It is bell ringing season, and tomorrow I will be bell ringing tomorrow, Tuesday, and Thursday this week for the Salvation Army. So I just want to say, anywhere you are, if you see a bell ringer, and even if it's just a little bit of spare change, put some in the kettle. It's for a very good cause. Will help out people, families. So, Salvation Army, if you see a bell ringer, like I said, help out. Put some in the kettle if you can. Once again, I'll be bell ringing tomorrow, Tuesday, and Thursday this week. So, I'm just going to start off. Not sure which show to talk about first. So I'll just do AAA first. Talk about a few things that took place on this show. Lady Marvella, La Hydra, and Lady Flammer defeated Sexy Star, Lady Shani, and Fabi Apache in a lumberjack match. And then we see the return to AAA of Taya Valkyrie, most recently Frankie Monet on NXT. She announces that she'll be returning to AAA, and she wants Deonna Purrazzo's AAA's Reina de Reinas championship. And then we see Conan come to the ring, and he says that Kenny Omega will get a AAA Mega Championship match against the winner of the vacant championship in the match from last night once he is back from his injury. He also says the Lucha Brothers will lose to FTR. And at this time, we see the return to AAA of C. Barentico on a motorcycle. And not going to talk about every match on this show, but one 6-man tag, Sam Adonis, Puma King, and DMT defeat Dave the Clown, Murder Clown, and Chessman. Dragon Lee and Jericho defeat Laredo Kid and the mystery superstar of the night, which was Impact Wrestling superstar Willie Mack. In a ladder match now for the AAA Tag Team Championships, FTR defeats the Lucha Brothers in a pretty good match here. In one of the featured matches, Cain Velasquez, Psycho Clown, and Pagano defeat Rey Scorpion, Black Taurus, and LA Park. And in the main event, it was Hijo del Vecino defeated Bobby Fish, Jay Lethal, Samurai del Sol, and Bandito to win the vacant AAA Mega Championship. So that was AAA's Triplemania. Definitely not a bad show. In my opinion, I didn't think it was real great, but pretty good. Worth checking out, I would say. Now let's move on over to the NWA Hard Times 2 last night, which, just like Triplemania, you can watch the replay on Fight TV. Anthony Mayweather defeated Jax Dane. The Hex defeated Kylie Ray, Tootie Lynn, Miss Katie, and Natalia Markova. And Genocide and Apollo Blaze to retain the NWA World Women's Tag Team Championships. Homicide defeated Alex Taylor, Arya Davari, C.W. Anderson, Darius Lockhart, Jeremiah Plunkett, Jamie Stanley, Kerry Morton, Luke Hawx, PJ Hawx, Sal Renaro, Victor Benjamin, and Ricky Morton in the NWA World Junior Heavyweight Championship qualifying gauntlet match. Austin Aries defeated Rhett Titus in another qualifying match, The OGK defeated Aaron Stevens and J.R. Kratos for the ROH World Tag Team Championships. Or to retain them, I should say. Colby Carino defeated Douglas Williams. Mickey James defended the Impact Knockouts Championship against Kiera Hogan. Good match here, I have to admit. Thought this one was really good. Tyrus retained the NWA World Television Championship. Chris Adonis defeated Judas to retain the NWA National Championship. Nick Aldis defeated Tim Latmere. Camille defeated Melina to retain the NWA World Women's Championship. And in the main event, Trevor Murdoch defeated Mike Knox to defend the NWA World Championship. So that was NWA Hard Times 2. Also a pretty good show in my opinion. And I have to admit that both of them were pretty good shows. At least decent anyway. And in case you missed them, I would say that they are worth checking out on the replays on Fight TV and the Fight app. Tonight we have NXT War Games about to start in about a little less than an hour, I believe. NXT 2.0 War Games, I should say. Not the good NXT. That is taking place on Peacock here in the United States and everywhere else on the WWE Network. Because lucky people in other countries, still have the regular WWE Network. I have to admit, I miss just having the regular WWE Network instead of Peacock. Peacock's okay, but there's been a few little problems. And there are actually a few non-WWE things I like to watch. Saved by the Bell, the new one, and the new Chucky series. Well, it's not exclusively on Peacock, but you can watch the first season on there, though. And like I said, Saved by the Bell, the reboot, and of course, the old Saved by the Bell, the original series. And apparently, Bray Wyatt's Twitter has been hacked by what they called PS5 scammers, what I saw, and talking about how you can buy a PlayStation 5 for retail price or something like that. Unfortunately, not good. And next Saturday, we have Ring of Honor's pay-per-view. Final Battle. And who knows, the way some people have been talking, this could be the final pay-per-view of Ring of Honor. Not trying to be negative or anything, but we'll have to see. Last night was the Blizzard Brawl in Wisconsin. Always a big indie show every year. Promoted by David Hero from the Pro Wrestling Report. Is that still on? To be honest with you, I'm really not sure if it's still on or not. But last night was the Blizzard Brawl, and it featured the return to the ring of Braun Strowman. And some of the highlights here: Joey Avalon defeated Shannon Moore. Joe Doring defeated Cash Flow. Six-man tag team action: Mike Kirkhoff and the Gun Club defeat Kevin Furtick and the Express. The GLCW Heavyweight Championship is on the line. Backwoods Brown defeated Val Venus. Another six-man tag, or six-woman tag, I should say. Linda Kay, ODB, and Sierra defeat Haley J, Raven, Radix, and Serena Deeb. Jesse Goddard defeated Cal Hero to retain the OVW National Heavyweight Championship. The Titan Adam Shear, formerly Braun Strowman, and EC3 defeated Jake Something and Rohit Raju. So, that sounded like a pretty good show. I don't believe there's any way to watch it. Or at least I don't think there is anyway, but sounds like it would be a good show to watch. And, of course, tomorrow we got Monday Night Raw. And then, as I already mentioned, 6 days, Ring of Honor Final Battle. That's one you're not going to want to miss. Thanks for listening to this episode of 360 Wrestling Fanatic. If you have any questions, comments, suggestions, or anything, 360 Wrestling Podcast at gmail.com. You can listen right here on Spreaker Radio, 360 Wrestling Podcast. Follow the Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And don't forget to like and subscribe on the YouTube channel, the new 360 Wrestling Podcast YouTube channel. Like, subscribe, comment, ring the bell thingy. And speaking of ring the bell, that's what I'll be doing tomorrow. Remember, if you see a bell ringer, put some in the kettle if you can. Thank you for listening. Hope to be back with another episode of 360 Wrestling Fanatic real soon. But until next time, I am Lance, and I am a wrestling fanatic.